Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. Today we shall be looking at how we get the midpoint of a vector. We shall consider two vectors, that is OA and OB, with position vectors A given as x1, y1, and B given as x2, y2, respectively. If we illustrate this, this is the origin O. OA runs from the origin to a point A, and OB runs from the origin O to point B. So, we want to get the midpoint of vector AB. The midpoint of AB is given by adding the corresponding x coordinates of A and B, because A is x1, y1, and B is x2, y2. So, to get the midpoint M of AB, we add the corresponding x components divided by 2 and y components divided by 2. That is, the midpoint M is given by x1 plus x2, where x1 is for A, x2 is for B, then divide by 2. The same applies for y1 and y2 divided by 2. So, in short, I would say we get the average of the x and y coordinates of the 2 points. What do I mean? I mean, we add x components of the 2 points, divide by 2, and that is the average of x, and the y components of the 2 divided by 2, and that is the average of the y coordinates. We can also express this as a column vector. So, this is how we get point M, which is the midpoint. Then we can write point M we have got in a column vector form. That is, the column vector of M will be given by a half of x1 plus x2 at the top of our column vector, and y1 plus y2 at the bottom of the column vector. For instance, we have a question here which says, given that OA is negative 5, 3, and the OB is 3, negative 1, we are supposed to find the column vector of the midpoint of AB. So, how do we get this? We can sketch this. Assuming this is our origin O, this is A, and this is B. We have OA and OB. This will be AB. So, we have OA given as negative 5, 3, and point B given as 3, negative 1. So they want us to find the midpoint M of a B. But from our general formula, we've seen that the midpoint of a vector is given by the average of the x coordinates of the 2 points, that is x1 plus x2 over 2, and the average of the y coordinates, that is y1 plus y2 over 2. So when we substitute, we shall end up with our midpoint as negative 5 plus 3 over 2 and 3 plus negative 1 over 2. Since this is considered to be our x1, this is y1, and this is x2, y2. So we substitute, we end up with this. So when we add negative 5 plus 3 gives us negative 2 over 2. And when we add 3 plus negative 1, end up with 2 over 2, which gives us the midpoint as negative 1, 1. However, the question is asking for the column vector of the midpoint. Therefore, the column vector of the midpoint is given by that's the column vector equals to negative 1. The x coordinate goes up and the y coordinate goes down. So we get negative 1, 1 as the column vector of the midpoint. That is how we shall get the midpoint of a vector. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button such that you get notified whenever we have a new video, so that we learn together conveniently. Otherwise, I remain Teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. I wish to see you next time.